Hello, if array confuse you in JavaScript, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to explain array in the easiest way possible. By the end of this video, you will understand what arrays are, why developers use them, and how they work in JavaScript. Now, imagine you want to store multiple values in JavaScript. Okay, I have an example here. We have 4 fruit. Now, you see this method becomes stressful and difficult to manage when having a large file. Now, that's where array comes in. Array allows you to store multiple values using a single variable. For example, we have const fruit, square bracket, we have apple, banana, we have orange, and we have mango. Now this array, it allows you to store multiple values inside a single variable. Now the variables inside this array are called elements. These are elements. Okay. Now talking about the index of array doesn't start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Array start counting from 0. The first element here is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's confirm that. Now let's take this out. We don't need it anymore. Now let's do fruit 0. Now if we do console.log and we bring our fruit 0 here, let's see what we have. You see, we have apple. Let's try do 2, 3, and that's what we have. We have mango. Let's do 4 and see. We get undefined because remember what I say, start counting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So we don't have up to 4. If we do 3, we get mango. So if you are clicking this or your VS Code doesn't have this icon here, you just come to your extension and install Code Runner. When you install Code Runner, it will work. Okay. Now another important method we should talk about is the changing values. You can change values inside the array without cancelling it. Let's say you already have a large file, you cannot go back and cancel it. You want to just change it. Now let's see how that works. We can do fruit 1. Let's say we want to change this banana to pineapple. Okay, so we'll do fruit 1 and we'll do pineapple, and let's see what we get here. And we'll do fruit, then we should be able to have apple, pineapple, orange, and mango. The banana is no longer there. So that's how to change a value inside an array. Another method I would like us to talk about is the push method. The push method allows us to add value at the end of the array. At the end of the array here, we can add value. So instead of adding it here, we can use the push method. We do fruit.push. And what do we want to push? Let's say instead of adding this pineapple, let's cancel it. Let's remove it here and put it here. Okay, then let's see what we have. Now we click on this. See, we now have pineapple at the end of the array. So pineapple has been added to the array. Now another method we'll talk about is the pop method. Pop remove the last item from the array. For example, let's say fruits.pop. Let's see what happens when we run this. You see, pineapple is no longer there because it has been popped out. If we remove this from here, let's see what we get. You can see mango is no longer there because once this is removed, mango becomes the last element in the array. So it's popped out. Another important method I want us to talk about is the length method. The length method allows us to check how many items are inside the array. For instance, we do fruit.length, and then when we come here, we do .length. Let's see. You can see we have 3 because mango is no longer there. Don't forget, mango is no longer there. So we have 3 items. If we remove the pop, let's see what we have. We have 4 now. So that's how it works. So arrays are used everywhere in the web, like storing users, messages, products, notifications, comments, songs in a playlist. Wherever you need to store multiple related values, arrays are actually the solution. So now I would like to give you a mini challenge. Create an array of your favorite movies or food. Okay, like your favorite movies or food, you can create an array of them, and instead of fruits here, change them to food. Then you practice the 3 methods I talked about. We talked about the changing of value. Uh, we talked about the pop. We talked about the push method, and we talked about the length method. So I'd like you to practice it. And if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.